Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How we doing tonight, folks? Sorry for the slight delay. I fell asleep. I guess I was tired. And then I woke up kind of late. But we're here now. Never fear. Never fear. Who do we got with us tonight? We have Vlad the Stoner, Soups HD. How you doing? Tanuki, Mineral Area, Sharkmouth, of course. Over on the other side, we have, we have Summer, Anthony, Abomination, Jabby, Joey Lee, Totally Henley, Anthony Scott, I think I said. Welcome, everybody. How we doing? I still use my Catgirl deck. Which Catgirl deck is that? The Catgirl Chaos, the Gruul one? Yeah, so listen guys, tomorrow in the Barrio, we are going to do a little bit of early streaming. I'm going to go live when they do the premiere of Avatar. They're doing a premiere stream tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. We will be around for that one. Yeah, Catgirl Chaos. Yeah. That's Gruul. That was a good one. Not a lot of people watch that one. Let's see here. I don't know. I think it's at 1 o'clock. Might be at 1 o'clock. Might be at noon Eastern time. I don't know. Let's find out. Schedule. It says tomorrow at 1 p.m. is the weekly, but I think it might be an hour before that. It might be at noon. Does anybody know for sure? I know it's tomorrow. We're getting something. So I don't think Foursquare. I don't think not Foursquare. Yeah, I don't think they ship internationally. Unfortunately, the company I use, I don't think they do. I'll have to double check though. And I do think we only go up to 3x. I'll have to double check on that. Yeah, Omenpaths was a bit of a flop, unfortunately. It did not do great. Hey, Mr. J. That's always what Harley always used to call Joker, right? Mr. J. Call it a whole, you know, we are going to take some key pieces out of this. Yeah. I'm going to do this ward deck. That's what I'm going to do. Why does that say ward when we come out? Gigaflare, Wings of Light. Oh, Warden of Light. Okay. Yes, Vivi is nerfed for Alchemy starting tomorrow, which is why I highly recommend Alchemy to people. Alchemy is honestly going to be pretty hot. Well, I want heavy ward. That's the idea for this one. I'd like to get some heavy warded creatures. Armadillo. I don't know if there's that many anymore. Cackling Prowler. Yeah, people are saying, oh, it's still too powerful because you could untap it and retap it. But I feel like that's a multi-step. That's like a lot. I feel like there's a way to... I feel like that's a lot of steps to get to do something. Voja. Voja do Crocodile. We really are missing a lot of ward stuff, huh? Just devour 3 lands. Ward 3. Hey, what's up, Unibolt? Armadillo. How's it going, Unibolt? I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking. This. I don't know if there's enough anymore to make this worth it. I don't know if there is. Lightbringer and Hero Shield. Ademi? That's not a bad idea. It's a shame she's too expensive. She's a cool card. Nobody ever uses her. What if we added some of the in-webs that we haven't done before? None of these are that good. None of these are that fucking good to make it worth it. That's we don't really want creatures. We could put some Alessos in here, and then we could do my game is still going? What do you mean? Oh, the Jays game. The actual whatchamacallit. The actual game of the Jays. Yeah. I was like, my game? What did I do? We do Innkeeper's Talent. Is this alchemy legal? No. We'll consider that for later then, maybe. $35-day streak. Good job, Christmas. Nice work. Let's put some requisition raids. Let's put some get losts. Let's see what else we can do for counters. Diligent Web Keepers. It's a little expensive. It's a good card, but it's expensive. It's expensive. That's the problem. This would be bad if it was cheaper. This would be better if it was cheaper. I think I need a little bit more creatures. Kren, Spectacular's Tactics. What if we put Crystal Barricade out? Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. Non-combat, though. I'll put that down. I don't think we have good options for this either. Scry 1. That. We don't need the scry. Man, we're really going to be waiting a long time for this damn, whatchamacallit, aren't we? We got to wait all the way to Lorwyn. That's the one thing I'm mad at Avatar about, is messing up our mana base. .1 average on a 2-3. Could probably cut one. As a creature, let's say creatures. Is it? We don't know yet. I don't think we know yet, do we? Cat Glimmer, Lionheart Glimmer. Let's put you in. All right, let's do this. I didn't see. I know we're going to see tomorrow, guys. We're going to be around for tomorrow's release day check and all that. All right, let's do it. Let's try this. Let's give it a shot. See if we're actually onto something. I used to really like the old version of this deck, my Invincible deck. I liked it. Well, it's the announcement stream for Avatar. We're going to be watching it during the day. They're going to reveal a bunch of cards and talk more about what's going on with Avatar. So that should be pretty interesting, is what we're going to see tomorrow. Cactuar. Let's swing in. Boom. Let's wait. I'm surprised it's not Appa. It's Momo and not Appa. I like Appa better than Momo. A tiny Appa would be good there, but I guess it makes sense. Ooh, another Cactuar. Ooh, look at that guy. Appa. Appa. Ang. Katara. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, that's honestly, I think that is a small but significant factor of Omenpaths. There's a few people that are like, I think spiders are gross. It was very hard for me to, it was very hard for me to play this, you know. Yeah, they were too powerful. Mardu Thundercart maybe less so, but Waystone's Guidance, if they got Waystone Guidance out, you could kill people like theoretically turn 3. It was too much. Come on. We know this, right? We're smart enough to know that if you got the Thunder Strike or whatever, Mardu Thunder Striker and Waystone, you were hitting for like fucking 20 points of damage. Yeah, Spiders was a weird choice, man. You know, it's just, even the original Spider-Man set, even in the Spider-Man universe, in-universe Spider-Man set, it's going to be tough to look at all that shit. It is a bit of an odd, again, bit of an odd choice. Yeah, spiders are not very gross. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The only spiders that are worth a damn are those ones that dance, the jumping spiders that dance and wear the little hat. They're good. They're good to go. I'm fine with them. Giant Craft Helm, okay. So I think this is a generational thing. Giant Craft Helm looks like all the way old Magic cards used to. It gives me a nostalgic rush. They used to all kind of look like that weird hand-painted style. So I know people are like, ooh, this is weird. Why does it look like this? It's like weirdly realistic and bright. All Magic cards used to look like that. Yeah, it's not all, but a significant portion. Magic cards used to look way less realistic and a lot more abstract. Yeah, jumping spiders with their silly dance they do. They do their silly dance. And what else do they do? They put a water hat on. They do a lot of silly shit. They're very goofy characters. You know, which I don't mind, but they're not as gross looking. And they have a very expressive face. He does kind of look at the big thinking meme. He could kill Wonderweave. The meat hook massacre. Oh, he could have the win con here. There you go. Good stuff. Probably should have blocked, but it's no big deal. Am I going to get another card soon? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I have orbs? How can you even tell me I had to have orbs, game? Oof. Yeah, I don't care for spiders, man. They're gross looking. They're overdoing it on 8, okay? Can I just say that? I don't appreciate that. There's no reason you need to have 8 of everything. Growing up in Michigan, you know, you're always told don't move piles of wood because the brown recluses love wood. And they'll fucking get you. I got orbs. I'm pondering my orbs, perhaps even pondering them ever so slightly. Boom. Llanowar. Boom. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Mineral areas, imprison in the moon, doesn't that just... Wait, doesn't imprison in the moon just make it so that you can put it back in the commander zone? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, I forewarn. Oh my goodness, it's Mana Man. Hardest working man in show business. It loses all of its abilities. Yeah, you would have to sacrifice it or do something else. Kill your own creature. Welcome, Mana Man and friends. I'm close to some woods, but it's not too woodsy. My cat used to kill every spider that came by. He's a good spider hunter. He used to get everybody. What was he running, Joey? No good. I'm gonna mulligan that. That's better. Let's put down you. There we go. Vivi ornatiere. Ornatiere. He hasn't put the cauldron down. Good lord, that's disgusting. Boom. Now my ward is out of control. There you go. It was basically super friends with Akira, Chandra, Elspeth with inevitable defeat. Oh, yeah, I saw it was like a Mardu. It was like a mix-up Mardu. Yeah, I was actually looking at that. I said, oh, man might be onto some hotness here, man. I've been looking for a new type of Mardu to run. Every now and again, I get a little bit closer and I see that fucking look in your eye. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I've come upon. I fucking need you now tonight. I fucking need you more than ever. And we're only taking it blind to heaven to hold forever. And it's something in a blend and a blend. Alright, that's enough singing for right now. Let's keep that one. Let's drop a ward. Yep. Listen, man, you know, people always, oh, Jay, you run so much fucking, oh, Aaron Crook said stop singing, so he got it. People run so much fucking removal, man. It is not, you have to have removal. Like, it's fucking impossible not to run this game with removal, man. It just is. You just can't, it can't be done. You can't not fucking just load people down with removal. You have to. Let's do this. Let's go in. Boom. Is that Bonnie Raitt? Total Eclipse of the Heart. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can do. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Bonnie Tyler. I knew Bonnie was somewhere in there. I knew that, right? Do I get points for knowing that a Bonnie was in the mix? Do I get any of that for knowing that there was a Bonnie in the mix? Hey, what's up, Babs? How you doing? Palm. I like how Aaron Crook didn't actually say anything. He just came to say, don't stop singing. Let's do this. During Innocence. My name is Gene. It's short for Genitals. Pretty good. Genitals. Five damage. Going in for the 5-banger there. Shelt by Delt. I'll be up to 10 life on this one. Let's go for it. The worst case scenario is that he puts down a Aurobo and everyone gets pumped. I think that that's my worst case scenario. He gets an Aurobo. No singing. Total eclipse of the heart. Mono white Ouroboros. That's a fun idea. Probably, you're right. It's probably a claws out. It's probably a claws out. Oh no, it wasn't. It's impressive. Let's do this. Extravagant Replicator. I know, I miss cats. I wish they would have added some more cats. I guess they added a black cat. They should have made Black Cat. They should have made her a cat. Kutzel's Flanker. Very nice. They should have made her a cat so that we could cat it up on a cat's day. They made her a human rogue villain, which isn't really what she should be. A cat too. They made Lizard a lizard, but I guess he is technically a lizard, and Black Cat is just her name. Was it triple color? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Swayze is in fact the triple color king. Wow. Oh, he's got it. Look at that. Beautiful. Ward 2. Because he had 3 Tree City. Look at that. Beautiful. Good stuff. We were a little stymied right there. Is 9 Lives Cats any good? I mean, it usually just gets exiled. Like, is it that good? I don't feel like it's that good. 9 Lives familiar? It's a 1-drop. It's there for sacrificing purposes, I think. It's good in some combo decks. Let's put down that. Boom. Yeah, why not? Boom. So that creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible. So we have that ability. Going in. Let's do this then. Let's put you. Boom. Boom. He could have another sweeper. Could immediately follow it up with a second sweeper. Yeah, figures. Not much we can do there. Not much we can do there. River Churn Monument. Can't activate it. Nice. So let's do this. Are these enchantments? No, they're just nightmares. Let's do that. Boom. Search. It's gonna go in. Guess I gotta block. Boom. Might be another fucking hey, look at that. There you go. That's a real shame. No, this isn't Power Cube. How you doing, Milk Crate? This is standard. Mythic standard. There you go. How do you like that one, guys? How do you like that one? Pretty spicy, huh? Ponologist, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Haste is a motherfucker, man. Especially in a green deck where no one's expecting it. Especially when no one's expecting it. Let's do starting town. Go in. Boom. Okay, hold steady. I mean, a symbiote is a symbiote. I know symbiotes are technically aliens, but you know what they mean. Let's do white. Pay 2 life. Thank you, Joey Lee P. Let's do no attacks on that. Could be a sweep. They love sweeping. Could also be an exile. No, he's not going to exile. Let's do this. You should never forget how much you hate Yuna. It should never happen. Labor to keep alive the hatred of Yuna deep in your chest. Resplendent Angel. My turn. Goodbye, Resplendent Angel. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I'll have to kill you the old-fashioned way then, Resplendent Angel. The old-fashioned way. How you doing? Did I say hello to you, Wall Street? He's really confused as to what to do here. You don't really know. This guy's so fucking loaded up with ward that he's worried. Okay, so let's do that. Creatures you control get hexproof and indestructible. Who's getting into it? Resolve. Very nice. I'm going to crack that open like a Maine lobster. Going to go in for 3 on me. No? Doesn't want to. Wait. An artifact. There you go. Now he could wipe me here. Very easily, he could just sweep me. I needed to use all of that. I should have probably just cracked it open and kept a demi for the protection, but... Hey, there you go. We got some get back on me there. Got some get back on me there. Exemplar Light. Very nice. Lush Portico. Gonna do that. Surveil. We don't need that. We do need this. Who's gonna block what? You gonna let that through? Well, I'm gonna kill that then. Very nice. And turn. You like that abomination? Lyra Dawnbringer, not bad. My turn. Let's see how much protection you got left, Rub. There he goes. He had it. He had it. He had it. We're in a bit of a pickle here because we're getting the same cards. And he's had that twice, which is not good for us. He's going to go in. Go in 1. Gain 5 life. I don't know. He's got to gain. Yeah, he'll gain. I'll put an angel down. I don't know why he didn't do more there. 2 fucking protection cards is wild, huh? He's dodged 2 of my fucking protection, 2 of my kill cards, which is impressive. I'm gonna create an angel. See if you can dodge the 4th one. He dodges the fucking 4th one. Yeah, I got nothing for him, man. I got nothing for him. I got nothing for him. Good GG. Good job, Christmas. Nice pyramid. My man had so many fucking dodges, bro. My man fucking 4 fucking removals he dodged. Good stuff. Good stuff right there. He had him. Man, he had him loaded up, man. It's nothing we can do. We got to get him out of the way. If he's got him, he's got him, man. He's got the fucking dodges. He's got the dodges. Mulligan, I got no creatures in my hand there. I'll keep that. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do this. Boom. Okay, we have the requisition raid to fuck him up if he plays his silly go nuts. He plays his silly go nuts button there. I don't want to push too much into his hand here. Let's do this. Ward 2. We can't do anything. Alright. I have a feeling he's just going to sweep me, probably. I think this is the type of guy that just gets around stuff by sweeping. Now, he could... Okay, so he did play into it. Never mind, then. He did play into it. We're going to have to break his heart here. We're going to have to break his little heart here. Should be white. Enters tapped. There you go. Assimilation Aegis. Clay-fired bricks. do this. No more lies. Boom. Hit him for that. Hey, what's up, 5th EH E6858? Thank you for coming by, man, and I appreciate the support. Alesso synthesizer. What's he gonna do here? Steps ahead. Gets rid of that. Destroy artifact. United Battlefront. He didn't hit nothing. Holy shit. He hit fucking nothing on United Battlefront. Fucking whiffed it. Clay-fired bricks. Talk about clay-fired brick. Absolute fucking clay-fired brick himself. God damn, bro. Alright, outgun the fucking artifact deck. Not bad. Outgun the artifact deck. Not bad at all. GG. Jabby Grizel, thank you for coming, man. And perhaps to like that button, everybody. Thank you so much, Jabby. Battlefront fail, man. You can't. You put your faith in artifacts, man. They're gonna betray you. They're gonna betray you. Okay. Oh, okay. So he just said no thanks. I already see what's happening here, and I don't want a piece of it. I don't even want it. Okay. We're gonna have to do a draft here, and I'm really regretting it. Hey, what's up, Sir Egbert? Regretting it. What's the problem with this deck, Bodak? That's too much to say. We're gonna have to mulligan that. We'll do this one. I know I'm going to regret throwing away a shelter, but we will throw away a shelter. I've done Restless Prairie. Put down Wonder Weave. Dread Insight. Toadstool Admirer. That'll make it fly. We'll wait. We'll wait for something else bigger to pop out. I think this is Reanimator. Yeah, it's Reanimator. Didn't really get anything good there, did he? Quag Feast, Ward 2. Okay, so that would be 6, that would be 9. He's really not hitting anything good here. That would be +2, +2. That would be Ward. Collect evidence, Ward that. Let's do this. Could be a wipe right here, but I feel like if I let him play into the wipe, I can hit him with the haste. Awaken. Collect 4 evidence to get rid of me. Yeah, got him. Got him. Lost in HD, welcome to the show. Welcome, thank you for following Lost in HD. Needs more spiders and demons. I don't think it has spiders in it, believe it or not. I don't think it needs more. All right. We are 5-2 in Mythic, which is, you know, good. We're doing okay. We go first, we put that down. That multiversal passage for blue. Okay. Green. Cash grab, mill. Okay, so we already know what it is then, right? Let's do this. Ward 2. Boom. Awaken. Destroy target non-land permanent. Okay, we're gonna put you down first. Okay, mill 3 cards. Could have the reanimate right now too. Yeah, he probably does. As per Origins. Alright. This Wrath, not bad. Okay, I need a green mana right here. I need a green mana. That's not going to happen. Blew himself up on that one. Cravo. Cravo was his name-o. He'll come in as that. Valves. Boom. That's for Origins for more Reanimator. Yeah, I don't think we got a handle on this one. The other Reanimator we were able to get a handle on. This one is a little bit cheekier. A little bit more cheeky. And we didn't really get a good opener. And that Selk. Nah, too much. We know when to cut our losses on that one. He got us too quickly on that one. Got us too damn quick. TDQ. Too damn quick. Boom. We're going to hold on to that shelter right there, and we're going to pump that up. We don't have a lot coming out, so we could probably shelter it up. Selesnya, how you doing, Christmas? Authority. I've heard it even solos. Every now and again they tell me it does solo. Okay. Boom. That's pretty big. He can run a sweeper next turn, though, which sucks. Or he could just die. Yeah. 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 Authority might solo, but also the oof solos. Le oof solos. Not bad. People get here's the thing. There's like a psychological thing that goes on. There's like a weird psychological thing that goes on where people get obsessed with, they just keep pouring a removal on one guy who's being a pain in the ass, and they keep having to pay ward, and basically their turns are just jacked off mana. And by the end of it, they're like, they're just jacking off mana, and it's like, why? They get obsessed. They're like, I have to take everything out, and when I can't do it, I get upset. So we hit a weird spot with it. We hit a very weird spot with what they can and can't do. It's funny. This Wonder Weave. Okay, he's gonna put something big down here. Red. Okay. Boom. The ward of this thing is 4. Push in. Terror. Very nice. It really messes people up when they can't play removal right away, man. I've ran these ward decks before, man, and it really screws with people when they can't ward you, when they can't kill you immediately. It really screws them up, man. Really screws them up. I go first. I'm putting my faith in pulling a white. I think I got a mulligan this. I don't have any guaranteed early plays. That's way better. Yeah, that's way better. Let's get rid of a Shard Mages. Let's drop you. I'd actually run a Demi later on that. Yeah, if you're not running black, if you're not running Bolt the Bird. If you're not running something like Force Sacrifice, it is very hard to get up to 4 mana ward, especially in red even too, because you're almost never going to have the appropriate amount of ward to let's do this. Let's wait. You're never going to get the power enough to burn it, and you're also never going to get the you won't get power enough to burn it, and you'll never get enough mana to cut through it, which is, you know, the problem. Ooh. Do I dare eat a peach here? Let's do this. Let's do that, and let's hold steady. I know he's ramping, but I think next turn we might be able to do something silly. Yeah, if it's black, they have a chance. If black has Force Sacrifice, black has a lot of options for you. But if it's not black, then they have problems. But, you know, that's a whole other, that's a story for another time. All right, so now we're gonna run into a problem. We're just not getting a good hand here. We're just not getting a good hand. It goes away. He's ramping really bad here. He really wants to ramp. I don't want to give him that treasure though. I'll take the damage. Hopefully we can shelter him. Well, red has decent removal. You got to play it early, and it's got to burn you out. But yeah, it's against some tougher stuff. Red gets outclassed in removal very quickly. Like, you're just never going to beat red in removal at a certain point. It's one of the advantages of, you know, black and white. Green is horrible on removal. Green, you've got nothing going on. There's jack shit you can do. Let's do this. Yeah, there's I got royally screwed here. I didn't get a good hand. No attacks and turn. He's trying to get something huge out. I think probably like coma or something. Meringue, lemon meringue. Lemon meringue. Yeah, we really whiffed here. We didn't get any shelter. We didn't get anything else. It's okay. I don't even think he really had that good of stuff. We just royally, we just fucking humped the bunk here. Yeah, we just don't have it. Lemon meringue pie. Ooh, look at that. Good stuff. I hope not, Smacks. Good lord, man. I hope not. I hope we're not getting fucking that many. No good. We need to reduce the number of sets. Honestly, it's one of the bigger complaints. Not even so much that, hey, we're getting Universes Beyond, but that we're getting too much fucking content. We're getting too much fucking content out, man. I'm worried he has forced sacrifice. I'm fine with 5. 6 was a lot. Yeah, I knew I had a forced sacrifice there. I'm fine with 5. I'm fine with 6 as well. I think that's doable. I don't think that we can sustain any higher than that. I think that you're getting into dangerous territory when you start putting out 7 sets a year. It's a set every 52 days. Nobody has that fucking much money, man. Like, nobody can keep up with that. Nobody can fucking keep up with that level of just output and stay up to date with whatever's legal. Just not possible. It's too hard. It's too hard on consumers. I think they overshot it in 2026. We'll have to see if they course correct next the year after. I think 4 is slow. You would be surprised at how slow 4 is. I think 4 is actually pretty slow. 4, you get these summers where like jack shit happens. You get some times where there's actually, it gets really stagnant. 5 is very good. I think 5 is perfect. I think 6 is doable, but you're pushing the red line. But you start to feel the slowness of 4. Doesn't matter how big the sets are. Everyone is going to harvest the best cards of it in the first week. That doesn't really matter that much. You kind of have a twofold problem insofar as that you have an issue with UB and you have an issue with set bloat. Like that you're kind of looking at a double. You're kind of looking at a twofold issue. You're looking at problems with UB and problems with too much cards. So I think people conflate one for the other. More giant craft helms. See how much more removal he's got. He's gonna play removal on it, I'm sure. I'm sure he's gonna play removal on it. Yeah, okay. We're gonna put you down again. Let's see if he gets blue. He's probably gonna play a counter spell. No? Okay. Yeah, we need you. Okay. There's Quantum Riddler. He's gonna rush me. Oh, he didn't get it. That sucks. Alright, let's see if he's got that counter spell. He did not. We'll hold on to the Get Lost. We'll hold on to the Get Lost before we play the Shelter. I think we gotta do that. Yeah. could have won with Ferox there, huh? That was stupid. I'll probably pay for that. Nah, I'll be fine. Pull the Sacred Foundry. Yeah, he's out of there. Could have done that better. I don't know why I went for fancy mode, but I went for fancy mode there, and it was probably not the smartest idea. Not the smartest idea. Actually doing better on the draw. 75% on the draw, believe it or not. Insane draw levels of wins here. Insane levels of draw wins. All right. Slow night tonight, huh, guys? Slow night. I don't know if they're ever going to go back to the block style. The last time we had a block style was we had Brothers War, March of the Machines, and Aftermath, which was an attempt to return to the block style. And I don't know if anybody liked it. I don't know if anybody really cared for the block the block style. Boom. Oh, Lodge Portico. Put you down. Sure, I'll take another Toadstool. Arcane Kitten. Let's do this. They'll probably play a removal on that, but that's kind of what we want. We want to bait them out. Perhaps even masterfully. I'm a little worried about removals here. Let's hold back. Let's not play into it. Stock up. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about playing into removal. Because I have a feeling he's just going to wipe me. Beast. Kona. Ah, that's what he wanted to do. Okay, never mind then. Boring. Hey, what's up, Asmaran? Interesting. Let's do this. I'm calling it Meringue River Dragon. No, it was even worse. Boom. Omni should be banned. Yeah, Omni really should be gone. It is kind of... everyone just reanimates it, and it's just kind of boring at this point. Ooh, lightning. Okay, I need to pull some removal here. Zach Fair. Nope, that didn't do it. Silk shoots. Yeah, turn 3 and bounce it. Yeah. Game over on turn 3. Yeah, it's really ridiculous what you can do with Omni. 2 more weeks. I know tomorrow is the reveal. Stream for whatchamacallit. Legit. Cube? When did you ever see me play Cube before? No, I'm probably going to, depending on what the bans and restrictions are, I might do a little bit more alchemy. I liked alchemy quite a bit. I liked alchemy quite a lot. It was nice. It was nice being in alchemy. The only thing I can do here is get an exile or something big. It's really the only thing that I can do. Nope, that ain't it. We got nothing. I had no removal. Nothing. Cravo, yeah, Cravo is arguably better. Yuna is good. People occasionally throw in a Yuna, but Cravo is arguably much more powerful and useful for the most part. A horrid hand. This is not even a good hand either. This is all bad. Okay, we actually got something here. Lumber and World Wagon. Very nice. Five. Red doesn't care about ward. Red is not about protecting itself. Red is about crushing things. That's what red wants to do. Red doesn't give a shit about fucking about protection and wholesomeness or whatever the fuck. It wants to bash stuff out. That's it. That's the long and short of it. Red is unconcerned, unperturbed by your meager whatchamacallit, pleas of protection, as it were. You know what? We're gonna stay hydrated. We're gonna hold steady. Boom. Boom. That's ward 3. So he would have to lay down a lot to get rid of that. Red is always a problem. The red being the fastest thing available is always an issue. Because generally you can almost constantly put down direct damage that'll really mess with people in an insanely aggressive way. Like, red is like gonna consistently be good, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I would put 1, I would put 2. Seven. Let's wait. I feel like he could probably kill me here. I've got low. Let's wait. Let's hold steady. Yeah, black and green do occasionally get haste. Red is the haster. It goes red. So every ability kind of has 3 colors it shares with, and it does primary, secondary, and tertiary. Like Trample is primary green, secondary, I think, red, and then tertiary black. Haste is also very similar in that it's primary red, secondary green, and third black. You do get hasted blacks. You do get, every now and again, you do get a hasted black card. It's not easy to get out, but it happens every once in a blue moon. Well, I think we're dead here now. It's an interesting combo. We're not pulling any of our removal, which is becoming more and more of a problem. It's going okay. I mean, it's been better. We've done better, but it's going okay. We're on a losing streak now because we won too many times. When we don't get removal, guys, this is why people go, oh, Jay, you run so much removal. This is what happens. One kill card, this is where you're going to end up. It's like a guarantee. You don't run enough kill cards, you're going to end up here. All right, last one. How you doing, Filth? Everybody's ramping. All right, Toadstool Admirer. Boom. Insidious Roots, nice. Ketramos with Insidious Roots, very interesting. Overlord, Mill. Get rid of you, you don't fucking need to cast that. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. He might just be taking the opportunity to take a break because this set is, you know, Fabsy, guten Morgen. You know, this set is what it is. Man, I'm really getting some bad hands here, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. We're getting some real shit hands. I don't know what's going on here. We're getting no mana, no anything. Just this high level stuff that I don't really need. We're getting some dab fucking bad hands here. Good game. We're done with this. We can't beat that fucking board. We're getting some really bad hands here, guys. Really, really, really bad hands. Last one. If we lose this, we're done. We got enough fucking footage. These are dog shit fucking hands here, man. We were actually ripping and gripping earlier, but holy fuck, these are bad fucking, these are fucking bad hands of cards. God damn, bro. We're either getting all mana or no mana and then no removal and a bunch of high level spells, and it's not anything. It's not working. Oh man, that's not great. We'll try it though. Do. Molt tender. We'll do that. We'll do a demi. Hey, look, his roots again. Should we nip that in the bud? Let's nip that in the bud. Another roots. Look at that. Pulled another one immediately. Boom. Okay. Scavenging ooze. I will absolutely take that. All right, we should be... Can you hear me again? We should be good to go. Can you hear me again? The thing randomly unmuted me. Randomly muted me. Can you hear me now? I don't know why it does that sometimes. Occasionally it'll just go, oh, I'm going to mute you real quick. I don't know why. It's been doing that. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Yeah, occasionally I see a little pop-up that goes, your mic seems to be muted and you're not getting any signal in. What do you want to do? Do you want to unmute your mic? And I'm like, what the, why would you just randomly mute my mic? Like, what would be the purpose of that? Return. Boom. Boom. Let's do that. Alright, we do that. Scry. I'll take a Wonder Weave. 'Cause baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonder Weave. Warden of the Inner Sky. Hey, what's up, Armus? Quantum Riddler. How? Well, what do you want to say he's gonna have Splash Portal? What do you think? Do you think he's gonna splash it? He could splash it. He might just be drawing cards for that guy, though. No, not yet. He wants so many fucking artifacts. Why does he want so many artifacts? What is he gonna fucking do here? Push in. And after all, you're my Wonder Weave. Hey, what's up, Ralph Holiday? Ah, he's got Seam Rip. He'll probably Seam Rip Wonder Weave here. Could be a counterspell in that hand right there. Could also not be. flying. Who's he going to duplicate? Born to the Inner Grove. Nice. Take it. Boom. Land is nothing. Again, we hit nothing over and over and over again. Again and again and again, we hit nothing. Again and again and again, we hit nothing. Amazing stuff. We are in a loop, dudes. Again, one removal. You know how many removals I have in this fucking deck? A lot. One single removal. One single card to get rid of other cards. We cannot abide by that. It can't happen. We need more. Drawing fucking 12 cards and 50% of them are mana. If we're 12 into the deck and 6 of them are mana, I cannot do anything with that. These are some really dab bad hands right here, man. Just absolutely, there you go. That's the end of it. Just absolute fucking dog shit hands here. I want to get one decent hand to end the night. I'm throwing good money after bad here. But my goodness, we cannot draw anything, man. We absolutely positively cannot draw anything. I'm honestly shocked at how badly we're drawing. Consistently drawing bad here. So we're gonna do one more absolute last one and then we're finished because I'm tired. So we'll see. One removal. Okay, maybe we'll see Sheltered by Ghost this game. I don't know. That's gonna be a big if. That's gonna be a mighty big if, but we'll see. Let's put down a white. White enters tapped. Boom. Case of the Uneaten. Weave. Johnny's. Let's do that. Boom. Alaya guided by the lights. Wrapped up like a deuce. Wreck Raid. Go in, bang out. Do that. Let's do this and turn. Counter. Boom. 4. Exemplar. I have not seen Shelter. I don't even know how long it's been since I've seen Shelter. Couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you how long it's been since I've seen Shelter. I'd love to see it, though. Rec Raid, that'll work. Let's do this. Do no attacks. Boom. In case the uneaten. Are there any John Arenicus bad gifts ideas? What is the most evil kind of deck? A deck that does nothing but destroy stuff for the entire game. Azorius Control is the worst possible thing you could do to anybody. I have not seen a fucking Sheltered by Ghosts. I don't even know how long, guys. I don't even. We're in a loop here, so I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it because we are just in an absolute loop. We were beating people's ass earlier. We were in. We are fucking absolutely fucking shuffle fucked. I think it's been 4 games since we've seen Shelter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We won 9 games and then we just lost 6. Incredible at how bad we just did. Absolutely incredible how bad we did, how well we were doing earlier, comparatively. Our earlier ranked rating was 7-3. And then we just lost 7 games. I'm sorry, 6 games. Insane at how bad we just did. We could not pull a single card of removal. There is a bad gift game. It is boring. I don't find those bad gift ones to be very fun. All right, guys. I'm actually pretty happy with it. For aggression, for a lot of heavy removal, and if you get the right cards, you can actually do a lot of damage with this one. I like these Invincible style Selesnias. I know they're not real popular, but hey, you know, I run them. I enjoy them. I have a good time with them. Yeah, I do recommend it. Ward is a terrible thing. Ward can really, really make things people regret stuff. So I do recommend this fun one right here. So hope you liked it. Hey, what's up, Zyran? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. This deck had never lost as many, and then we got stuck in a fucking loop. We were just getting our ass whipped over and over and over and over again with no chance. We're not hitting any removal. I think it was 7 games before we saw Sheltered by Ghost again, which basically is because it's strong enough to carry everything. It's basically our whole win con. So we can't do anything there. By the way, guys, 1 game before the Shakedown Breakdown, nope, cuts down on view time. So that's over with. The only thing I could do was just put Shakedown Breakdown in the middle of the fucking thing and do 20 minutes of raw games and then do Shelter, do Shakedown. So that's not happening anymore. Yeah. Quiet night tonight, guys, huh? Real slow night. Grixis Cabot. Yeah, Grixis Cabot. I think those are boring. Guy tried to tell me I was running a control deck. I had 7 removals and 2 board wipes. I'm sorry, 8 removals and 2 board wipes. He said, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're running a control deck, brother. You don't know what a control deck is if you think that's a control deck. You don't know what the fuck a control deck is if you think that's control. Holy shit, my man. You have never been controlled if you think 8 removals and 2 board wipes is fucking control. You haven't even experienced the nightmare of what control is if you think that's control." That comment fucked me up, man. Oh man, running control, 8 removals and 2 wipes. You haven't seen control. You haven't been to the you know nothing. Oh my goodness. Oh, man. Control. 10 removals and 2 wipes? Or, I'm sorry, 8 removals and 2 wipes? If that's the worst control deck that you've seen, I feel lucky for you. I feel joy in my heart for you that you have lived such a sheltered and wonderful life. Because if you think that 8 removals in my deck and 2 board wipes is a control deck, you've never really been controlled. You've never seen Rafine's Tower drop an Esper card, the first card on your opponent's turn, and you're about for a fucking 10-minute games. You're about in for fucking 10 to 20-minute games of nothing. Of counter spells, board wipes, removal, exile, graveyard exile, every single play that you have being done being completely negated and thrown into a pit. You haven't even seen hell. Yeah, that one, yeah, 8 is removal is currently to play the game. Yes, 8 is currently the bare minimum you need to play the game. You can't even, it's unplayable unless you have 8, essentially. So that, yeah, that one amused me. That comment amused me right there. That one got to me. All right, so we're gonna do a shakedown breakdown. I get really funny comments sometimes. I've seen more and more comments about how Arena is rigged. I'm not sure why this is. I've been seeing more and more and more and more and more. I've been seeing more and more and more comments about how Arena is rigged. I don't know what's going on there, but we're going to shake it and break it for y'all. So you know how you can copy from online into Arena even if you don't have the cards. They'll just be grayed out and have craft. However, I'm trying to brew and put together a deck. Won't let me add cards. I don't have a craft before them. Am I just able to brew a deck and save it? Yeah, you absolutely can, Unibot. Look. You absolutely can. So let's say I go to, for example, I don't really play Historic. I want to play Vampires. I say, oh, I want to play Historic Vampires. There's a bunch of vampires that I don't have yet. Okay, fine. I have a bunch of them, but I have a bunch that I don't fucking have. Oh, I want Glorifier of Dusk. I want Bishop of Rebirth. I want all these blah 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 blah. You know, that's what I want. I want a bunch of shit I don't have. Queen's Bay Soldier, sure, that one and that one and that one. I want all this shit that I don't have. Oh, I want that, I want that, I want that. I want more Sorens, I want these, and what's another great card that I don't have? Let's look at the dual colors. Oh, I don't have any Ruffled Duskbringer. Okay, so I do done. This has the following issues. Contains cards not in your collection. You save it anyways. Boom. It'll just tell you, you go down there, and it'll say, I have 8 commons, 4 uncommons, 6 rare, and 1 mythic to craft. But you can absolutely craft an entire, you can have a whole save deck with nothing but stuff that you need to craft, and it'll have the craft all button, and it'll tell you what you need. So you can 100% craft a deck right there to your specifications. We think that's only in Brawl, by the way, Francois. I don't know if that's in Standard. As far as we know, that's only weighted powers only in Brawl. There is a hand smoother in Best of 1, though. We do know that. We do know that there's a hand smoother in best of one. Okay. All right, shakedown, breakdown time. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka that Villain J. Tonight we have a very special treat for you. Rakdos Red Rush. Yes, we do. I've been meaning to do a very, very aggressive Rakdos lately. Probably one of the only ways that you can really get in under the wire anymore. You need to put a lot of damage down very quickly, and you need to have some resurrection to keep putting stuff back onto the board, and constant pressure. The game is so fast now, you need a lot of pressure to do things effectively, and Red Rush is the Rakdos deck for you. Before we get down into it, I needed to do something for me, though, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person in Twitch and on YouTube. You can hit that bell to be notified when we go live on either one. We'd love to have you there. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. If you have a deck you want to show me, share with me, go right down there to Discord, share it with me there. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. If you want a copy of this one, go to AetherHub or Moxfield. Both of them are going to be down there in the description, and you will find this. So, what are we talking about when we talk about Red Rush? See a splish splash of red, but a lot of haste. And a lot of reanimator, stuff that can come back from the graveyard, because people love killing and wiping and exiling, and we need to keep the pressure up. A lot of red decks fall flat nowadays. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do Fleeting Effigy. I really like this one because it's a 2/2 haste for 1 red. Early in the game, even late in the game, playing a lot of these can get very, very aggressive. And the other thing is they need instants to get rid of it. It's immune to board wipes because it immediately goes back to your hand. At the beginning of your end step, you return it. You can also pump it later in the game. So if something does happen, they do board wipe, you can hold it, play it, haste it, pump it, and get 4 damage down pretty effectively. So a really good Tarkir card that kind of fell off after Quarry Steel Cutter got banned, but still I think a solid one to talk about in a Red Rush. For our contribution from the lovely Omenpaths, aka Spider-Man, Fire-Brained Scheme. Look at what's going on here. I actually really do like this. It's a solid card that I don't think a lot of people consider. 1 red, and one red. You choose one. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of them. You can play it. That's decent. It gives you 2 decent options as an uncommon. If you're out of mana or you need a specific spell, being able to just top deck maybe even be able to hit a top deck hero to make sure that you can hit something that you need, either a mana or either another aggressive creature or anything like that. That's good. Or 2 target creatures you control get +1, 1 or 2 target get +1 at first strike. Going in with a lot of smaller aggressive creatures, that first strike can come in super handy if you're going in for a wind up, a big heavy hit on that. So it is a nice utility card. It actually came in handy quite a few times, believe it or not. So yeah, I do like Firebrain Schemed a little bit. And we also see, I don't know if that's Chandra riding a big lava wave there, which is pretty, I think it's Koth and Chandra doing crazy stuff. So that's funny. All right, so removal. We have a grand total of 7 pieces of removal in this deck, which frankly is low. 3 Bitter Triumphs. We can discard a card, which we don't really mind because we have the ability to play stuff out of the graveyard again. Also, we could take 3 life. I'd rather discard. There's a lot of stuff we can discard that we can resurrect, so I'm not worried about that. I'll show you that in a minute. We're also going to be doing Strategic Betrayal because Cravo is out there. Those Caravo Reanimator decks on turn 4 are out there. We've got to get rid of them. We can't let people have graveyard plays. So that's what we're going to be running for the top deck removal stuff right there. Now, remember how I said Reanimator? We have a couple of options here. Bloodghast. Believe it or not, a black haste. Haste black is very rare. 2 black. Creature can't block. It's a vampire spirit. It has haste as long as they have 10 or less life. Very useful. You would be surprised at how many times you can get him down to 10 life and get this back onto the board. It has landfall, return it to your hand, return it to the battlefield. Really good. Again, when I talk about discarding, playing a Bitter Triumph and discarding a Bloodghast and then playing a land is basically getting Bitter Triumph off for free, because you got this paid onto the board for playing a land, and you got this off by discarding a card that would immediately play. I also don't mind discarding Timeline Crawler, because guess what? He can be warped from the graveyard for 1 black and 2 life. He's normally a 2/2. He's a black haste, and we can play his warp from the graveyard. So 2 solid graveyard options right there. Good to discard and just get a lot of aggression there. You want more discard abilities right there? I'm talking about Undead Sprinter. 1 red and 2/2 trample and haste. Yeah. A lot of black haste options right here. You may cast this card from your graveyard if a non-zombie creature died this turn. If you do, this creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. So you can play him from your graveyard. If anything, a non-zombie died this turn, he can come back with a +1 and be ready to go. So actually pretty good stuff if you play a removal on him. If you play like a kill card, you can bring him back immediately if you have the mana and he's pumped up. So a lot of things can come back from the graveyard with this nice combination play, so we don't really have to worry about that so much. Again, against discard, against a heavy removal, it's very useful. The other thing that we're going to bring in here is with Lively Dirge. A lot of people don't play this. It's actually really going to be a 4. I know it's a 2, but you search it's 1 black and 1 naturally. You can search your library for a card, put it in your graveyard and shuffle, which is okay. If you know that you want like a Bloodghast, you need a haste or a Timeline Crawler, you can immediately put it in. However, the other thing is you could pay 1 or both. You could return up to 2 creature cards for the total mana value of 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, which is very nice. You could resurrect 2 cards, basically every card in your deck. You could do an Alesha and a Performing Artist and a Fleeting Effigy, or an Undead Sprinter and a Timeline Caller. A lot of aggression can be done by hitting a Lively Dirge, basically. For 4 mana, you're getting 4 mana value worth of cards back onto the battlefield. I call that a good time. I call that a pretty solid deal. So Lively Dirge is a good one right there. We're also going to go with my man Gastel Thrillseeker, 1 red and 1 black, Rakdos 2/1 Lizard Berserker. Start your engines. This is the Aether Cars ability right here. If you have no speed, it starts at 1. Increase your speed once each turn when each opponent loses a life. Max speed is 4. If you have max speed, he has haste and death touch. Pretty easy to get max speed. You kind of have to get 1 out and then continually do damage, but it does help late in the game if they all die, but you've achieved max speed again. You run something like Lively Dirge or Alesha, and you can bring everyone, you can bring a bunch of them back, and they're going to enter, hit that 1/1, and then immediately be able to speed down with death touch and haste, which is pretty solid overall. For Final Fantasy, we got my girl Brunhilde right here. 1 red and 2/1 Chain and Gestalt mode. Exile the top card of your library. Another very useful just card draw kind of ability. During your turn, you put a lore counter on this. You may play that card. So it gives you a card off the top that you could play, either if it's a mana or another aggressive card. And then for 2 turns, whenever you play your next creature, it gains haste until the end of turn. So anything that doesn't already have haste is going to get it, which is pretty solid. Gastal get it. Another Brunhilde would get it. Even Bloodghast, if you don't have it, or something like Alesha or Performing Artist is kind of who we wanted on early. Alesha getting haste right away is actually super cool. So I really do like the Brunhilde into the Alesha combo right here. For our 3 drops, we're going to do Alesha, Who Laughs at Fate. Absolute awesome card right here. Awesome character. 1 red and 1 black and 1 3-drop 2/2 Human Warrior. First strike, whenever she attacks, she gets a 1/1 counter on her with the Raid ability. Whenever you attack this turn, if you attack this turn, return a creature card with mana value less than Alesha's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if anybody attacked, you activate the Raid ability, which is going to be if anybody attacks, somebody comes back with either a 2 or 3. Pretty much immediately, she's going to be able to bring back anything in your deck. To constantly be refreshing cards from the graveyard to the battlefield is going to keep up that steady flow of aggression. She's going to get bigger and bigger for each one and more deadly. We're going to finish it off with a Perforating Artist, a Devil. Me and the Devil. 1 black, 1 red, and 1 3/2 Devil Death Touch. Raid whenever at the end of each turn. If you attack this turn, another raid ability right there. If you attack this turn, each opponent loses 3 life until that player sacrifices a non-land permanent of their choice or discards a card. So you're forcing sacrifice on somebody or making them discard. If they cannot discard, they're going to lose that life. If they have nothing left on the board, they're going to lose life. So you're constantly putting pressure on someone. That's the name of the game here. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Constantly having to deal with creatures attacking, death touchers, flying down at you, constantly trying to have remove things and making people discard or lose life or anything like that. Super, super good card right there. We did quite well for this in Mythic. We had a good time with it. We look at the lands. 9 swamps, 6 mountains, Blazemire Verge, Raucous Theater, 2 multiversal passages, and 2 starting towns as it goes. That is what we're looking at. It is, of course, 26 creatures from berserkers to zombies. Well, we got a little bit of everybody in this, huh? Berserkers, devils, humans, knights, everybody. 3 instants, 8 sorceries, 2 enchantments, 24 lands, and a 2/0. Actually, probably too many lands, to be perfectly honest with you. We could probably cut a land and add something else. We could probably cut a land and add another haster card or something like that, or another removal, or go from 60 down to 60 if you wanted to do that. It worked fine with 24 for me. You could take it down to 23 or however you want to do it. You can adjust it as you'd like. I always say mana is to taste. It is your personal preference of how many of each of these you want. For sideboard, I do like a couple of things. Crash Endless Reckless End Rider is not a bad one either. After your first main phase, you can discard something. When you do, target creature can't block. So that can actually prevent stuff from blocking. And I don't mind discarding my creatures that can come back, or might have Reanimator. It's a good combination with Alesha. So Crash at Reckless End Rider is not a bad one either. A little bit more removal of Tragic Trajectory or Burst Lightning, a little bit direct damage. Dreadmaw's Ire is good for artifact destruction and trample. A Braid is good for artifact destruction too. Nowhere to Run will get rid of your ward situations if you're having that problem. If everybody's running Sheltered by Ghosts, you can do that. And you could just go direct Lightning Bolt. That can, of course, finish a game or get through if you don't want to. So we have a couple other options here to just kind of deal with meta situations and meta problems that you may run into as the time goes on. So that is what we're going to be looking at right there. That is how it runs. Red Rush. I really did like, I had a lot of fun with this deck. There's a couple of decks out there where it's like, I just want to keep playing them. Like, you know, I'm getting wins, and even though I'm not getting wins, I'm getting so close and I'm having such a good time that I'm like, all right, let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Ended up going about 66% in Mythic, which I think is pretty solid. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to like the video. By liking the video, you are ordering more J-Villain videos. So if you want more J-Villain content, go right there and tenderly push it. Here we go. Into Mythic rank. Red Rush. Let's do it. Red Rush. Stay close to me. All right, guys, we're out of here. Don't let me be. Red Rush. All right, guys. Adios. I'm going to send you to Trionos 96. Good night. Farewell. And I'll see you in the next one on the flip side, on the tip side, and number 1 dip side. Adios. Quiet chat. Abomination. Agulus. How you doing, Agulus? Healbot. How you doing? Sweet Summer Child. Oh, I didn't even say anything. Like the ordering more videos. Yes, you are ordering more videos if you press the like button, guys. That is 100% what you're doing. If people stop pressing the like button, the videos are going to stop. I'm going to be honest with you. If I stop getting them, the videos are going to slow down until they stop. So you are ordering more. You're saying, I want more of this. That is what you're doing by pushing that button. So if you like it, you want more, you want a second one, come on by and press the button. So I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Adios.